The response to The Crow is not looking too good. Was The Crow 2024 really trash? I don't know. I gotta go through Reddit to help me figure it out. Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's Movies for Casuals with your casual movie takes, and today we got The Crow 2024 remake. The reviews isn't looking too hot. I want to see what real people really thought about it and why they thought it was trash. So without further ado, without further ado, wait, what is this saying? Let's just look at the Reddit. Bye. Look at this guy. Computer HRD really said, Borderlands has competition with 2.4K upvotes, both released by Lionsgate. All right, if you're asking me, was the movie the best in the world? Not necessarily. Was it as bad as Borderlands? Have some respect, okay? It was not that bad. Have a little respect, a little kindness in your heart, okay? Spoilers will be included, okay? I'm sorry. All right, first little discussion. Official discussion, The Crow 2024. It has a 19% Rotten Tomatoes though. Was it the greatest? No, it wasn't that bad though. Wow. All right, first reply. Filmmakers, let's remake The Crow. But let's not make a direct copy and instead show the Eric and Shelley love story so we understand why Eric is in so much fame. All right, sounds good. I mean, like he says, audience, that sounds like a solid approach. Make it your own. Filmmakers, proceed to spend half the movie on the lamest love story possible between two unlikable characters who have no chemistry with each other. Yo, Chicago Redditor, I'm not gonna lie, you might be a hater. The reason why I say this is because out of everything in the movie, you come at the chemistry? That's not a valid take in my opinion. They had chemistry. Come on now. The whole movie could have been garbage, but they did have chemistry. I can see why you didn't like it. It wasn't like the original. That makes sense. That's a valid reason. But if your reason for not liking the movie is there was no chemistry, there was. Oh, here we go with this guy in the reply. He said, this is EO Jen. To be honest, they actually had decent chemistry as the series went on. That's a fact. They had, like, was it the greatest love story? Is this going to be talked about in 10 years? No. But was the chemistry so bad that that's the main thing to highlight? Absolutely not. This person said, Elite Alice, me in a bad pool by being mentally unstable. Bro, if you got to think about it, bro. Imagine you just walking around, you meet this girl at rehab, y'all break out of prison, and all of a sudden, you got to sell your soul. That's crazy, though. That is wild, bro. Hey, I'm never doing drugs after watching this movie. That's a fact. Was the love really that serious, though? Come on now. All right, here we go. Mash the Gas 2018. I just got out of a screening because my girlfriend didn't know what The Crow was and got us tickets. My heart broke while watching this. What absolute dog. I hated every second of this. Also, do you guys just keep your bathtubs full at all times? Bro, every time there was a full bathtub, bro, why was bathtubs just have so much water in it? Why was there water everywhere? Is there just no dry land in this movie, bro? That's a fact. There was just water. He fell face first in water the entire movie. The reply under that, Evil Scary said, I'm curious, what did your girlfriend think of it? Mash Gash, the movie was made for her, in her 30s. Parents didn't show her movies growing up, so culture references and classics go over her head. This is not a dig at her. She just enjoys eye candy, and this movie was that for her. Evil Scary says, no, show her the original. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I think the problem is I didn't see the original. I probably should have actually watched that first. I'm in the same boat as her because I didn't grow up watching certain movies, so I think that's why I am not really getting some of these references and people hating it so much. This is just from a perspective of a person who is a casual, bro. I didn't watch no movies growing up. So I made this channel so I can learn about movies, bro. That's literally it. And I'm kind of learning that this movie isn't it. But I thought it was okay. I thought it was decent. Actually, no facts. I understand y'all. Imagine you got this movie that was a banger. And you don't like remakes anyways, you know what I'm saying? But you like, you know what? Let me give it a chance. And there's nothing like it. I can understand that. That's facts. Business Purge says, might be the worst cast movie I've ever seen. Zero memorable performances from the henchmen, allies, heroes, or villains. I started imagining Danny Huston's vampire from 30 Days of Night in the scenes instead to keep myself entertained. At least Chappie has some personality as a third film career collapse. Oh, wow. Ooh. I mean, that is facts, though. I don't think anything was super memorable besides the very end of the movie in the theater when he was getting popped and just eating it all. That was for sure memorable. But the very, very end was memorable. But I mean, it was the end of the movie. It should be. You know, you don't get no extra points for that. The Hudge. Most of the dialogue in the first hour sounded like my high school live journal. Facts. It was, I can see it was cringe at times. I'm gonna keep it a buck. It was. I gave it a point for having authentically cringy goth dialogue between Eric and Shelly. I don't think it was intentional, but it gets a point for it anyway. You know what? As I read these Reddit comments further, I'm kind of understanding. Because it did have that weird cringy-ish stuff in it. And if it's a remake of a movie that you loved, it shouldn't have none of that in it. So now y'all are valid for hating. I'm not gonna lie to you. Y'all are. I'm starting to understand now. You see, all it takes is a little bit of learning. Smack Weasel says, if he was presumed dead, why were there so many armed guards looking out for him at the opera? And how did no one hear what was happening in the lobby? To be honest, that first part, if he was presumed dead, why is there so many armed guards? I would just assume they would have just assumed that he wasn't dead. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you know this man has been coming back and he can absorb bullets, you're gonna send some people out to look. And then how did nobody hear what was happening in the lobby? No, without disrespect, shout out to you, Snake Weasel, but a Smack Weasel, my bad. At the end of the day, it is a movie. They didn't hear the gun because the opera was going on, and every time the gun shot, the lady on the stage was screaming. In real life, people would hear it and duck and start running, but it's not real life, sadly. So, it's a movie. You know what I'm saying? You can't. I understand judging stuff, but you can't judge stuff like that. Like, come on now. It's a movie for a reason. If you really wanted to see that happen, you could just watch stuff on YouTube, on the internet. Well, we got Smack Weasel again. Let's go. The editing implies Eric and Shelly meet and within a few days are breaking out of rehab. Then they spend a few more days together humping and partying. Then a flashback later shows they left at some point to get a half-arsed tattoo the artist couldn't finish because they have to get back to making out. I'm going to dedicate so much of my life studying this monstrosity. I'm going to be honest, watching the movie, I was confused as heck, bro. I was so confused. It would just, like, so much stuff would just be happening and it would be like, wait, when did that happen? Or what? Or how long were they even doing this? Or like, how did this happen? Why did this man show up? What happened? I still don't know to this second. Like I said, the further I go along, the more I'm understanding why I hate this movie, bro. Because now I'm kind of starting to hate it a little bit. Normally, I just like a movie as long as it's a movie and stuff happens in it. But yeah, the movie didn't really make that much sense. I was kind of confused. This person is truly, truly upset. And the people that are out here defending this movie, you should really reevaluate of what you consider as good and bad taste, because this movie was so cringe, it was unbearable. The people I went with don't even know of the movie, and they all thought it was a disaster of a movie. I'm tripping right now. I'm sorry. Disaster of a movie. It's pretty much up there along with Madam Web and some of the worst films I've ever seen. So many people are so passionate about it. Like, was it the best? No. But like, am I gonna tweak out on Reddit about it? Either no. Relax, brother. Okay. Crystal Ship Under There says, it's just a movie. I thought it was okay. I was entertained. And isn't that why we go to the movies? Facts. I mean, I was entertained watching the movie. Now that I'm watching reading all the breakdowns and stuff, I'm breaking down the movie. But in a moment, I was entertained. After the movie, was I like, oh my gosh, banger? I was like, no, it was cool. Like, it was straight. It's not no above a 7 out of 10, but it was cool. And then West the Cult says, this says more about you than the film. With 4 downvotes. Bro, like, you gotta relax. Some people it wasn't that bad. Like, it wasn't terrible to where you gotta like, rah, rah. Was it good? No. But do you gotta tweak out? No, relax, okay? This says more about you than the film. I'm not gonna lie, this low-key why I made this account too, because some people are just so weird. If you don't like the movie, you don't like the movie. You attacked them bro's character because they said it was okay. Relax. Like, it's cool. Anyways, y'all, that's the end of this video. I can't really find too much more stuff on here. But I'm gonna be honest, my closing statements is, y'all original The Crow fans got a right to be mad for sure. But I don't think it wasn't that terrible to the point where you gotta flash out. You get what I'm saying? But was it bad enough to be a little bit angry? For sure. Y'all are valid. I'm just curious how this movie will age and what people will think about it later. But I understand y'all frustrations for sure. If you like this video, leave a like. If you didn't like it, I guess you could dislike too. Like, subscribe, dislike, comment, whatever. I'm out of here. I'm going to watch The Crow 1994 now so I can see. Goodbye.